Hi.
Hey there, how are you?
I'm doing okay. A little cold here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Uh, I'm visiting my mom and her
Hmm.
doctor, and she's getting some things taken care of.
Okay. That sounds good. I've been doing something similar, I suppose.
Um, I'm not doing what Ember did.
Not sure what Ember did. What did Ember do?
Committed herself to try to get away from you.
Hmm. I see.
Uh, I'm outpatient here, and I haven't told him anything about any sort of programming you have in me.
Hmm.
Just that you helped get rid of what my grandma did, but there's still that trauma there, so he's helping me with that, and then the OCD stuff, and trying to figure out why Sleeper's gone and why Sleeper was there in the first place.
Hmm. I see. Do you do you suspect that you're going to get that answer?
Mm, Either I'll get the answer or I'll stop caring about it,
Hmm. I see.
right? I mean, or I'll still care, but I won't care so much about caring.
Hmm.
Something like that. I won't obsess about it. I don't want to obsess about things anymore.
Fair.
Um, I'm not supposed to tell you about zero gravity, but it's you, so if you want to know, he offered to try to help me.
In what way?
I don't know, some electric pulses or something. I said I don't want brain surgery, and so he said he can try to do without brain surgery, but it's like electric pulses
He's
and like therapy and
he
shit. And then he said he could get rid of you in my head, and
Okay, no, because he's admittedly to me told me that he has destroyed minds. He has
yeah,
destroyed
I didn't
minds.
I didn't say yes to him.
So he will just, if you want to get rid of me, that's the best way to do it, I guess, is to have him destroy your mind.
No, he was just saying that he could, and I said no one can except for one person who won't. So
Well, wait, you told him about this?
he kind of
Does he know that you're
I
getting
don't even
treatment?
no, I didn't tell him I was going to Minnesota. I didn't He doesn't know I've even left Los Santos. It's been like a week since I talked to him, Kenneth. If you want fresh information, you want me to remember everything, I need to talk to you more often probably.
Right. Well, just based on everything that you have said and the things that were going on when I was here, seems like he's been a bit of I don't know, an issue.
He was really poking and prodding at me, and it turns out he wasn't with Lolly at all, but somehow he figured out that Lolly is who I was concerned about. I don't know if she told him or if he just figured it out
So,
because he's stalking everybody and he knows who everybody hangs out with.
well, yeah, sure. I'm sure people have told him a lot too. Um, well, just for so you have it, like I did, I actually straight up texted Lolly and asked her, I gave her a riddle because I wasn't sure if, like, I don't think she fully understood the riddle. But regardless, I said this to her directly. I said, "Does the one who floats above the floor also cast a shadow over your steps, or is weightlessness only a name and nothing more?" Can you
Yeah.
glean what that means?
Yeah.
What I'm asking her? Probably not all
You're
at once,
asking
can you?
you're asking her if he has any control over her.
Yes.
Um,
She said he did, but then she also said, I'm not good at riddles or with poetry, and I don't believe in ghosts. So I don't know. She either confirmed it or she also not confirmed it at the same time. You know how Lolly is.
yeah, I think he talks in a way that would be intriguing to Lolly because she wouldn't know what he's saying, so she'd be very inquisitive, and he would love the fact that she's very inquisitive and that he
Yeah.
can still be vague to her.
And he would probably see her as he's definitely boss material. In my opinion, just based on my
Yeah,
conversation with him.
I was I was trying to play nice with him because you had had a conversation with him. I didn't know what your plans were regarding him, but also Lolly has had conversations with him, so I was like, and she seems to like him.
Mm.
So I just kind of I decided I better get along with him for her sake. Don't want another issue where, you know, like that whole Joshua thing where we stopped trusting Lolly at all because we weren't sure what was happening with her and Joshua.
Well, I mean, I don't know. If the evidence says anything, it's that she can't directly do anything against other bosses, to
Yeah.
my understanding. So whether, regardless of whether she might be working with him or not working with him, I doubt that it really
Kenneth,
is of much
I'm not her
concern.
boss.
Well, I am.
I know, but I'm not.
I
So I
mean,
have to get along
yeah.
with people who might be her boss so she doesn't have to do anything against me. We're friends. That's it.
Well, you'd be the one person though that she might be able to do something against, though. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. So
So,
I don't want to make her do that. I don't want to put her in that position. I barely even told her. I told her I was gone from Los Santos, but I basically told her, think of it like we just graduated high school and I've gone backpacking in Europe. I'll be back. You know? Because I didn't want
at
to
the
give
same
her.
time that I'm basically,
She has friends.
well, that's good.
When she was missing, I called Patrick and he tried to get a hold of her and he waited at the hospital to see if she came in. And I called Ava and she came to find me. Ava came to find me to help me search for Lolly, and we went to the cops. It's the first time I searched for 2.5 hours before we went to make a police report, and while we were making the police report, I finally got a text from Lolly. So we canceled it. But
Well,
like, I would have called more people if that Leonardo fella were in the lemon list. I would have called him. If Nicholas Reyes was in there, I would have called him. She's got a lot of friends. I don't know them all. I would have called Joshua if I knew he was around. But, you know, who wants to call Joshua? I would have for her.
yeah.
I would have said, hey, Joshua, I fucked up. Help me fix it. We need to find Lolly.
I don't think you would have fucked up.
Well, that's what I felt like. I felt like I fucked up because I got a threat and I laughed at the threat via text, and then suddenly Lolly disappeared.
Well, that's what paranoia does to you,
Well,
especially when it's interesting because it's like, you said a thing and then you somehow let the thing come back and bite you without really needing to come back and bite you.
but you know
It
what?
means you probably shouldn't have done it in the first place.
What shouldn't I have done?
Well, I guess if you were already doubting making a laughing at somebody,
Oh,
for
no, I
their,
was just. it was just a real weird conversation he and I were having um, that day anyway, because I wanted to put all of our shit behind us. And the whole reason he decided he was disappointed in me, I got the reason, and it's because I talked to you about him, because he wanted to be anonymous. But he is anonymous. And then he got pissed off that I kept talking about him on Twitter, I guess.
I mean, I noticed that too when I was doing that searching, like looking for him outside the hospital.
Yeah.
You know, I was just, yeah, like talking about him on Twitter is probably, you know, not the smartest thing to do,
And
generally speaking.
He was trying to give me an order. And I said no.
I don't understand why he would think that he could do that, though.
Okay. So I said, who were you disappointed that I talked to? He said, I just can't exist around people who don't know the first thing about anonymity, which I think is hilarious. To use your own words against you, I don't think I need to tell you specifically. I don't know what that means. I've been doing a bad job of being anonymous. Or you've been doing a bad job of being anonymous, I told him. You asked for specifics without giving them. That's your deal. And he said, you are no judge. I present... Okay. Continue to entice me or play by my rules. And I said, I think you do what most people in this city do. You assume attentions. You assume goals. You assume and do a bad job of asking the right questions. And he said, and yet you still wish to persist a peaceful resolution. And I said, to make things more comfortable for the people I care about. And then he said, it's not my job to correct you, Tad. Your mother should have taught you this, which proves he doesn't know me at all. And he said, if you care about them, then tell me who. And I said, my mother, eh? And then he said, the only rightful thing I can assume is that you fear me and what I can do due to the failing of a singular name to similar constituents we associate with. Tell me a name, now. And I said, you think you're my master, not even a please? And he said, I'll consider this your apology. I will give you to a count of 10. And then he started counting. And after 5...
Texts?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I said, never mind, 0, cool. I would have told you all the names, but now I sort of want to continue being an asshole to you. And then he said 6. Acknowledged, wish you luck, told you before to cease. And then that's when all the glitching started. And apparently, the way he was going to actually punish me for saying no to him was a lobotomy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I told him that at the very end of all of his glitching, when I still thought Lolly was missing, said I have changed my answer to one of your original 3 questions, which was, who do you want dead? Or do you want anyone dead? I said no at that time, but if he did anything to Lolly, my answer was yes.
Okay, so yeah, just another one of these guys.
I'm gonna play nice with him, Kenneth, but I'm not gonna ever tell him to. He's trying to be you. He's trying to help me. Only you were much less pushy about it. Much less
if he's
pushy.
Gonna push about it. He's already failed because it's not about
because I'm rebellious by
heavy-handed.
nature. That's one thing I learned about myself when I got here. I'm rebellious by nature. That's apparently my dad was constantly writing in his letters to Mom about my rebellious nature, which might be why you had some problems with me too, Kenneth.
Of course. Everybody's a little bit rebellious.
Well, it's kind of my thing, I guess.
Well,
It's my birthday today.
Well, happy birthday.
Thanks. Thursday is my dad's death day.
Oof.
It'll be a year.
Birthday and then that.
Yeah. It's not a great time of the year. Last week was my dad's birthday. So, that's kind of why I decided to come here. You know, I'm talking more to Mom. I got, as someone who cared very much for someone who was very dangerous to her, she could explain a lot
One
of things.
second. I saw Joshua just walking behind me. It was funny because I'm at the courthouse and he's going to go vote for a thing, I think. My apologies. As you were saying?
She explained how it feels to care about someone who's dangerous to you. Because she loved my dad. And her friends started dropping. I always thought that maybe my grandma made her write that letter to my dad. My grandma did make my dad come to Iowa and bring me with him. But my mom wrote that letter on her own. Because she was scared.
I mean, I feel like that's what I said from the beginning. Basically. I mean, maybe not exactly like that, but like I always kind of assumed that your mom wrote that letter for a very specific reason, and it wasn't necessarily the reason that you initially believed.
Well, initially I believed she was just an asshole.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That was my point.
And then
I feel like
I believed that that maybe my grandma had threatened her, and that's why she did it.
But, I mean, I think it's as simple as protecting someone, you know?
Yeah, I guess in a way my grandma did kind of threaten her. Because she kept ordering my dad to take people out. I think grandma was trying to get her isolated enough that she would agree to bring the family back to Iowa. I think my mom was supposed to be part of the plan. I want to be able to have a normal life someday. That's the only reason I ever asked you to release me. You know that, right?
Yeah.
A normal life isn't living in Liberty City with my wife and knowing that at any moment you could ask me to do something. That's La Femme Nikita sort of shit. You know that? You know that? Point of No Return. You know that movie with Bridget Fonda?
I'm aware. I'm aware of it. Well,
I'm not a good assassin, even if you wanted an assassin, but you know that about me anyway, so.
Sure. Well, it's probably not gonna be of much concern to you one way or the other as it is. I mean, I'm currently not really out and about in the city myself, so
Yeah. I noticed.
I'm
I was
doing
left
things.
alone.
Yeah.
I was left alone, unable to make friends because everyone's scared of what you might make me do to them. There's just an explosion near the apartments. So be careful if you come here. It's probably just a car someone accidentally blew up. Who knows? Huh.
Right. Well, I mean,
What the hell?
what's happening now?
Well, I should just probably talk to my doctor. For a second, I
Yeah.
thought I was in my apartment in Los Santos.
Yeah. You might want to do that. That's a little, you know.
Well, sleeper hasn't been around. I don't know how well I've been sleeping, if at all. I mean, I feel
Hmm.
like I go to sleep, but then nothing happens, and I wake up, and it's a different time. But you remember how I used to, like, I would hallucinate Iowa, but I'd know I wasn't there. I've been hallucinating like sirens and gunshots and just a lot of odd auditory hallucinations.
Hmm.
It's so quiet here at night. I can't sleep without gunshots.
Well, I mean, having certain sounds is certainly a must for a lot of people. If they don't have that, then it's like the equivalent of like hearing everything all at once. The sound of silence is the worst sound there is.
Yeah,
Not just a band,
yeah.
song or rather. Good song, good song. Both versions.
So I think I might I might end up staying here. Just trying to make a bit of a life coming back to Los Santos to visit for like a week at a time, maybe, or a couple days.
Listen, you take all the time that you need, all right?
You're not gonna forget about me, right?
No. How could I? Are you going to forget about me?
You won't let me.
Despite what you said earlier about, living with your wife in Liberty City, which I know you were referring to, Brett. Reality is that despite his disposition for loyalty, the reality is that, you know, if he's just going to turn off his emails, uh, not much I can do about that. So he can live his life any way that he chooses. And the same can be said for you.
Nah. Even even if I hadn't gone through training, Kenneth, you're stuck with me.
Suppose I am. But, guess I'd rather have you than not have you.
Yeah,
And,
same.
all right, well, I'm probably gonna have to get back to Ursula. I mean,
Yeah.
we're planning for an Easter party with her parents, so
I've got group in uh, the next the next time the hour changes. I gotta go to group.
listen. If
So,
you haven't, I think you should reach out to Lolly,
yeah, I told
make her aware of this situation.
I've texted her that I'm backpacking. I will be back. I want to talk to her in person. I'm an outpatient here, so I already let Stacy know that when I'm in the city, my doctor says that I should still continue therapy. So Stacy's more than happy to help me with that.
Okay. Well, one other thing I forgot to mention to you is that I did receive a response to an email I sent to my old, therapist slash mother, and she was considering coming in. So, I haven't
Okay.
really heard much since then, but she is somebody who I think that you might be able to talk to
All
if
right.
and when she decides to fly in.
Well, Kenneth, I will keep my emails open to you.
All right. Well, I
And
will let you know then.
it's a much shorter flight than it should be to get from Minnesota to Los Santos. So
No. Getting from Chicago to here is a nightmare.
yeah,
Too many turnovers,
yeah.
layovers rather.
Well, just that's what you get for going to a city hub. You know, got to take the old rickety planes that you're scared are gonna crash every second you're on them. You know.
Don't remind me.
All right. Well, I think they made Strap It Rich cake for me for before group, so I should go get some of that. Do you know what that is? See.
No, but you had
Okay,
me at
so
cake.
like it's a yellow cake, all right, and then when it's warm, you poke holes in it and you pour kind of a sweeter pudding in it, and it's usually chocolate pudding, like so you pour pudding, so then it's a yellow cake, and then as you're eating it, there are like pockets of cold pudding, because it's a refrigerated cake, so it's real good. It's real good. It's kind of like the Midwestern version of Tres Leches cake, you know.
I see.
Yeah, the 50s housewife version.
Maybe you should bring me some.
Ah, if I'm telling you the truth, Kenneth, it's probably all going to be gone by the time I see you again. It's probably going to be gone before group starts.
Well, maybe I'll go buy some at, I don't know.
Yeah, you just need a yellow cake mix and some pudding mix. Like that's
Got
it.
it.
That's it. Just the instant pudding, you know?
Right,
It's
instant
real
pudding.
easy. It's a real easy cake to make.
Okay. Okay, I'll I'll give Ursula the recipe.
Okay. I think you need like extra powdered sugar and then like otherwise an extra milk maybe. Then otherwise everything else is the same. Is like you read on the box how to make it. In fact, you might actually find a recipe for the cake on the pudding or cake box.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that in
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. I love you,
You
Dad.
you too, kid, and you get well.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well,
All right. Bye.
goodbye.
Hi.
Oh,
Can you hear me all right?
I can, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Why are you so angry, Lolly?
Just% doesn't exactly talk to me anymore, and no one else like Just% does either. So,
He hasn't been around.
I know he hasn't been around. Most people like him haven't been around.
I think the only reason he came around today is because it was my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. It doesn't feel very happy.
And you can celebrate it another day, right?
2 days. When is my dad's death day? Maybe. I've been talking to the doctor about it. And my mom a little bit.
Okay.
I tried I tried to get in contact with you before I left.
I haven't been feeling very well lately.
Yeah?
Yeah, because of stuff that I have apparently just been making up. And I need to get over it.
Who told you that? Who told you you're making things up?
I think one of the few people I ever told anything. And I think I agree.
That you're making it up?
Sure.
I don't agree.
Well, I have to because it's not here anymore, so.
What's not here anymore?
Just person. Did anyone else like him?
Let's see. What does that mean for you? That you're gonna just feel sick?
Well, no, because I'm making that up. So I just
Lolly, even if it's
do something about
psychosomatic,
that,
even
then
even if it is psychosomatic, you're still feeling it. If you feel sick, you feel sick. Whether it's in your mind or not.
well, I can't go to anyone about it, though. No one else can do anything about this. I have to do something.
Do you want to come to Minnesota and be an outpatient with me? If it's in your mind, they'll surely be able to tell you. And if it's not, then you'll have your answer.
I don't know if I'd be allowed to go.
Oh, right. Because you were sent to Los Santos.
Right, which I made up.
You made up Los Santos? Or you made up being sent here. That's what you're saying. I don't think so either. If you weren't sent here, why did you come here? If you made things up, there have to be other answers that you know.
Or no, maybe not. Certain people don't seem to care, so.
Who
So
doesn't
if I just talk with
care?
people who don't care, then I don't have to make up that stuff.
Is that why you haven't been talking to me? Because I do care?
Donkersloot, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I thought there were people around who I could maybe talk with about this, but there aren't. There really aren't. And so I just don't think I should talk about this. So if I haven't been talking with you, it's because I don't know what to do. sometimes I just feel like that about everything.
You don't have to know what to do.
Okay, sure. Will you remind me of that?
Yeah, will you remind me of that?
Okay.
It's one of the first things I'm learning here. People are going to be scared of me because of things about me, not necessarily my own actions. I am dangerous to people, even if they care about me. And so, some people react to that by pulling away. That's something my mom told me. Because she did it to my dad. And me. And then when she came back, well, my grandma decided to prove the danger to her. So, anyway, she said I don't have to know what to do. I don't have to fix how people feel about me. That I don't have to fix myself to suit other people. And Lolly, neither do you. The only time you need to change is if you want to change for yourself. And then if you don't know what to do to change for yourself, that's when you reach out for help. And it's going to be hard
Right,
to
there's
reach
just
out for
not.
help. It's going to be
There
hard to
hasn't been
reach
any
out for
of
help
that.
from people who don't know
Anything about anything.
what
And I
you're
can't
going through.
explain anything. Right.
Yeah,
You sound tired.
I haven't been sleeping very well. I've been worried. Last time I saw you was right after I thought you'd been kidnapped. That was the last time I talked to
Right.
you.
I'm sorry about that.
No, it's just I know you're going through a hard time, and I know I
Well, what
don't
if I
have.
could just not? What if I could just not?
It doesn't work that way.
What if it did?
That would be nice. It would be real nice if we had hard times and we could just work through them without even confronting them.
I could have
Just
different hard times.
eh?
I could just have different problems.
Like what? The grass is growing too fast and I have to mow it too often. That kind of problem.
I don't know.
There's a patch of poison ivy in the back. I can't get rid of. That's the kind of problem people had in Iowa. The dog keeps eating the mushroom that keeps growing by the tree, and it's not a mushroom that a dog should eat because it makes him sick, and he throws up all over the house.
Hello. Sorry, I'm still on the phone.
You're being a phone guy.
Not exactly. I didn't warn them I was going to take this call.
Huh.
Or make this call.
Yeah. Well, I did try to call you, but you were on the phone, so I texted instead. I miss you. I missed you before I left. So, and that includes all the weirdness, whether you're making it up or not, because it is weird. We both have weird in our lives, Lolly. we both have weird that made us. And when I say weird, I just mean that most people don't go through what we go through. And that's good for them, but it makes it hard for us because it's really hard to find someone who knows what we're feeling. And so they say things like, you made it up in your mind. Just stop doing that. They think we're making up our past to get attention, or making up what we need currently to get attention. I would much rather nobody know why I need orders. Even still, because it was all of her programming was taken from me, Lolly, but I still feel like I need orders because that's been my whole life. I don't know anything else.
I guess that's the other problem. You see, even if I could just stop all of this, I can't just make up everything else at the same time. I've been trying to do that already.
Oh. Oh. How are the tickets going?
I don't know if I should continue that if Transpercent isn't coming back anytime.
Well, the whole reason it was happening was to make sure his presence was still here even when he isn't. And it sure is, because people have connected it with the smileys.
They have.
Yeah. Because Frank and Nora saw me putting down tickets. And
He did mention that.
But something... they've been showing up in other places, probably where you're putting them. I've seen them in places where I didn't put them, so I'm assuming that's where you put them. So people are finding them, and it's been connected to the smileys, even though I did not confirm to Nora that it was a smiley thing, just that I was helping with a project.
I was thinking I might say it was just something I was doing myself.
Sure. But are you
I was
going
to give something
pins?
away to whoever. Well, it would depend, I guess, on when this all started to. You know what? I was making up something unnecessary. I'm sorry.
I think just keep going through with it. Follow through, and if by the time you've given out, say, even just one of the smiley pins without the blood, but with a face, if you haven't heard from Jesperson by then,
And I should just keep going on, right?
well, then just figure out if you want to stop or not. Because at that point, I mean, what do you do if you work for a company and the boss stops showing up? Eventually, the company's going to crash and burn.
I guess I just have to find another job.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I think Kenneth said something about his the person who he thought of as his former mother might be coming into town, so he'll be around again. He was around today. He only answers my calls when he's in town. So, I gotta check my phone And I had a text from him like 15 minutes earlier, so I called him, and I guess he was awake in Los Santos. But he's been traveling with Ursula. They were in Chicago, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know what
I
to say to that right now.
I kind of thought, he'd be around more.
I thought a lot of people would be around more, but they're not.
I thought he would be around more when he came back. And he was around a little bit more when Liz and Janet were around, but I just don't think he likes me enough to, spend
I guess
time
me
with me.
either.
I think sometimes his time to be in the city and your time to be in the city just don't really overlap very well. Sometimes. But yeah, I think I can't say he feels that way about me and not about you, but he did tell me he wanted me in his life today. Sort of.
Right, the same way he wants a... Okay.
The same way he wants like a fucking remote control car or something. I don't know if he...
Right.
It's hard to tell if he feels anything when he says stuff like that. If it's like an emotional wants me in his life, or if it's just, Kenneth being Mr. Smiley. But I will tell you this, Lolly.
What?
I want you in my life, and that is an emotional thing. You are my friend.
I hate this.
I know you do.
A lot.
Would you rather me have been picked as your boss? Me who knows I don't even know what to do about my fucking self?
No, I just mean...
Do you hate people?
I don't like when I upset people. I don't know.
You're not upsetting me. I'm upset with our situations. I'm not upset. The amount of upset I have is only just because I don't think your situation is fair to you. I don't think it's fair. I think you're dealing with a lot, and it's not fair. And so that's why I'm upset for you.
I think
But
maybe I should just stop dealing with it. Even if it's the worst thing in the world.
Avoiding your problems.
Right.
It doesn't fix problems. They don't just go away. You know what I was doing when I was drinking all that time?
No.
I was trying to forget my problems. What happened when I woke up the next morning? I not only still had the problems, but I also had a headache, If you avoid the problems and...
Donkersloot, I can't deal with this anymore. I can't.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. If I am making it up, then I'll just stop.
What if you're not making it up and you stop and then
I guess I'll be stopped. At least that's something. There's just been so much waiting. I think something would be better than waiting.
How would they stop you, Lolly?
I don't know. How did yours stop you?
I had to be pulled into a shack by Kenneth Jesperson.
I'm in your family.
They put a chip in my head. and hurt me every time I disobeyed. Shock therapy, but inside the brain.
Okay.
They set all my limbs on fire. And I got
I'll
so used
probably
to
just
it.
stop. So,
Stop like die?
I don't know.
Can
I think so.
you not?
What?
If there's a possibility that it's gonna kill you, keep making things up.
I don't like it.
I don't care. I want you in
I
the
think I
world.
might just be bitly upset right now. So, I'll feel differently about this tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah,
But I can't keep making things up right now.
Lolly, I don't feel like you've ever been making things up except when you were trying to seem normal. You're not normal. You're a weirdo. But you're in a place with a lot of weirdos.
Right.
So just like, let your free flag fly, Lolly.
I don't know what that means, but you can explain that later.
Yeah.
Should
Getting
probably
pretty
go to
tired.
sleep. Right, you should go to sleep. And rest well.
I
And
don't
sleep well. And have
I,
nice dreams.
I don't know when I'll be back, but I'm going to keep checking in on you because I care about you. We don't always have to talk about like this shit. If you're not upset that day and you're in a good mood, we can talk about what you did with the day and I can kind of live my day through you. All right? But
I can try. I don't seem to have too much to talk about lately. I don't think so.
it's okay. We can also just sit on the phone and breathe at each other. Just be mouth breathers in the phone, just like that, you know? And you will hate it because it's a lot of sounds that are weird.
It is. Do you do that a lot?
No, I don't do that ever.
Okay. Donkersloot. I probably should go now.
Okay.
I am currently working on something, so
Okay.
it's not something I have to make up. So it's not something that's just going to stop.
All right. Well, I will try to sleep and
Okay.
I'll reach out maybe this weekend. I don't think I'll be in a very good mood in a couple days, so I'll wait
Because
till the
of that
weekend.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whenever. Whenever.
Okay. Hey, Lolly. You got
What?
a lot of people who love you.
That doesn't.
You
Okay.
have a lot of people who love you. I know of at
Okay.
least two for sure. But also, like, Patrick hates me and he picked up the phone And he went and sat at the hospital waiting for you. Just in case you showed up there.
It doesn't help, but thank
may,
you.
I know.
Thank you, Thaddeus.
Hey. It may not be the type of love where somebody will actually come up and tell you they love you, but I know me and Ava will. So, whether it helps or not, you're loved.
And you are too.
Thank you. I'm going to go try to sleep now.
Goodbye.
Bye.